The 6 would make him very strong. That makes a lot of split pot potential out there. Any 5, any two cards over a 6.
It's very likely that there will be a split pot here. There's only a 3 and a 4 that can make Barry Hearn the winner, I think.
Yeah, or a 6.
Yes, of course.
Ooh. Good call.
That was the end of this level. The new blinds are 7.15.
So chop
We're
it
gonna
up,
change
but
the deal
the moral victory goes to Barry Hearn there. Although Chris Park really showed something. And after that bit of pitter-patter, Park's still the chip leader. But it's never been so tight.
Barry Hearn made an inspired call only to get his chips back. Look at that bet frequency from Tony Mackay, 10%.
Blinds now 7 and 15,000. As if the dryer wasn't going on full speed already. And Chris Parks carefully guarding his chip lead. That stack of reds representing over 200,000. That might be enough.
Well, it was last time.
Raise.
And the bet's just
30,000
getting
more,
bigger.
45 total.
45,000. A huge raise. Mackay.
Doesn't even flinch. Across the line, all in.
Just a straight ship in. And Liam, very interested in the proceedings. He's in the big blind.
112,000.
What's he got?
Pass.
Not a lot.
Pass.
Easy.
And now a question asked of Parks. Barry Hearn with ace-6, very similar to Chris
Breathing
Parks.
going on my left.
Called.
No deep breathing there.
It's a big enough bet to get Parks off
67
this.
to call. 67 to call.
Oh, perhaps it's not. I don't know.
It does seem like it. I mean, Parks wouldn't want to be in a situation where he's dominated with the ace. It's happened once already, just last hand.
The difference is, of course, Mackay has very, very rarely gone this big.
Pass.
So respect. And he's won a nice pot with the worst hand.
He really has. It was just when you were thinking that Mackay had folded himself into oblivion, he speaks up
And goes first.
without having to show his cards or turn them on the backs. I mean, that's...
I tell you, Jesse's won it, mate. He's won it.
I'll tell you what, if Liam Flood had made that re-raise, there's no way Chris Parks was folded. He folded 44 hands straight just to earn that respect, and it was granted. Mackay, first place.
Pass.
Barry,
Pass.
not appreciating the dealer's efforts there.
Pressing me.
Jack 5.
Liam Flood will probably raise from the small blind. Oh yes, I
Pass.
know him like the back of my hand, don't I? He threw away 7 floor. 7 floor, he would have been in big trouble against ace 10.
What are you sure?
Parks
Ace
had.
10.
Just 10.
Yeah.
Got the feeling that Liam Flood was building up for a raise. It wouldn't have been unusual for him to raise.
Pleasure.
Well, this is very tight here. Mackay in first with 175,000 and average chips right now 150. So if you do the math, you see that nobody is very far from the rest of them. In fact, this is about the time now when the chip lead is going to change with every hand. PartyPoker.com action.
To some
Pass.
degree, the only players around the table
Every man's life when he has to go
seem to be
all in.
capable
All
of
in.
bluffing are Liam Flood and Barry Hearn, and that's an all-in with possibilities to improve. And another question being asked of Parks now, an all-in from somebody who's been betting all day long.
19. Sorry, 123.
And he's got an
Total.
ace.
He's had a flurry of aces over the last couple levels. And just the kickers have been
Pass.
awry.
It's a big enough bet to put you off the hand unless you've got a monster.
Pass.
Nice drop.
Barry Hearn slings a pair of 4s in the muck.
A nice drop set.
That was a strong move by Liam.
Go.
He was outgunned in 2 spots, and took the turkey home. And that's put Liam. Well, it's not in first, but 22,000, well appreciated.
Okay, 15,000.
These blinds expensive. 22,000 a round.
Yes. Every player staring the edge of the precipice on every hand.
Pass.
Decision
Pass.
making doesn't
Pass.
necessarily
Pass.
get any less complicated at this game. You may have just a different set of decisions. High cards are now at a premium possibly. Looks like Barry Hearn's building up for a raise. But what type of raise can he make? And what's he going to have left after he makes the raise? Beforehand he went all in with a lower amount of chips.
Raise.
Yeah, he did.
He'll raise about half his stack, it appears.
That's
Leaves-
40.
40,000 more,
Leaves himself
55 total.
Roughly 60,000. It's just whether he's come up against ace 10.
Oh, he's come up against a big hand here. Oh my!
Another near here.
Oh.
You know, it's really clever there. I mean, you almost think that Mackay would have been more willing to call had the raise been all in. It was very suspicious, that little raise, wasn't it? Almost asked for action. It was, or is he
Nice
just
one
too
there.
tight, Tony Mackay?
That was too strong for him.
No one to play with? There's always partypoker.com.
Let's take a look at how the blinds work in Texas Hold'em. Every poker hand begins with the placing of the button and the posting of the blinds. The button is a disc that represents the nominal dealer. The blinds are forced bets to get the action started. The player to the left of the button puts in the small blind. The player on his left puts in the big blind, usually double the small. Action for this first round of betting will move to the left of the big blind. The button moves to the left with each hand, and the blinds are raised throughout the game to keep the action going.
And probably from Barry's words, Tony Mackay thinks perhaps I should have done. Perhaps Barry didn't have anything. Well, that's a nice
Call.
Call.
to call with. Well, he's chip leader.
All in.
Raise.
He's
all
come up
in.
against the big hand with Barry Hearn, and there's going to be some fireworks now.
Well, this is almost a repeat of a hand
Yes.
earlier. Ace queen for Hearn, all in. And uh-oh, there's an ace out. Can't imagine Chris Parks giving this up here, Steve.
I don't think Liam wants to get too busy, does he? No. Call all in.
129,000.
Could he think his ace is in front?
Be mad.
Could he think the first call was nothing? The second call was desperation?
Pass.
Pass.
No.
Right.
Can he sling a pair of tens away?
Wow.
Oh,
I hate this hand.
he doesn't like this hand.
114 to
He
call.
doesn't like it.
He's made some big passes already this evening.
Well, he doesn't have to play. Nobody's asking him to play.
He'll only be 50-50 if he does call. Is that what he's thinking?
Barry's asking him to fold. Nobody's asking him to play.
It's such a big hand, four-handed.
Decision time.
Oh, I think you're on top. I'll pass.
Oh!
Go for that.
The thing is, probably Barry thought he was in front.
Yeah.